ValveTime.net.
Hi, and welcome to an unscheduled episode of Valve Time Spotlight, where we'll be reporting on a breaking news story straight out of Valve HQ this morning. With the launch of the HTC Vive coming up in just a few days, it was announced today that the Taiwanese telecommunications juggernaut has purchased Valve in its entirety for $4.2 billion. The news arrived in two separate press releases from Valve's now ex-VP of Marketing Doug Lombardi and HTC chairwoman Cher Wang, both of whom expressed excitement while describing why the deal took place and how it will affect the future of both businesses. The deal, largely brokered by Lombardi, has reportedly been in the works for around 3 years, with discussions between Valve and HTC dating back to the early days of their Vive partnership. It is believed the acquisition has come about as a response to HTC's wavering market share in the mobile space, which continues to hover below 10% on a global level. With so much money, technology, and personnel invested in the Vive, Steam VR, and virtual reality in general, it makes sense for HTC to want to take complete control over their investment, rather than allowing Valve to potentially bring their software and hardware expertise elsewhere, such as rival businesses like Samsung or Microsoft. As of the Vive's launch on Tuesday, the 5th of April 2016, Valve will undergo the biggest corporate restructure in its history, with co-founder and managing director Gabe Newell set to officially leave the company and be replaced by Doug Lombardi as the company's first ever CEO, and Joe Ludwig as CTO, both of whom are reportedly being rewarded for their loyalty to HTC throughout the negotiation. With the traditional flat management structure being abandoned, there has been no official word from Gabe since the announcement earlier this morning, but it is believed he left the mainland United States with his family earlier this week to fly to a now permanent retirement residence on the island state of Hawaii. Following the restructure, Valve will be permanently renamed HTC US, firmly establishing it as HTC's largest and most profitable operation in the United States. The corporate restructure will see HTC and Valve shutter development on all non-VR projects, including the unannounced Half-Life 3, Left 4 Dead 3, and even Dynacorp, a working name likely related to some kind of Portal sequel. The exact number and makeup of the personnel involved with these projects is unknown, but it is believed they will be reorganized into other, more VR-relevant projects throughout Valve. Currently released games like Team Fortress 2 and Left 4 Dead, which are still updated on rare occasion, will also cease development due to a lack of interest from HTC's board of directors. On the other hand, development on more popular titles, such as Counter-Strike Global Offensive and Dota 2, will continue in order to expand HTC's aggressive growth into esports, which began in late 2015 with tournaments for Super Smash Bros. The deal also gives HTC full control over Steam and all previously sold games, software, and films associated with the platform, though neither press release references this fact, which is particularly odd when you consider that this acquisition also makes HTC one of the largest game publishers in the world. This, of course, now makes the lab into Valve and HTC's most important project going forward, with industry experts including Michael Patcher of Wedbush Securities speculating that the game will change in order to accommodate a structure that charges for individual mini-games, with each being made available following small, one-off microtransactions. The announcement obviously comes as a shock to the entire industry, and it is yet to be revealed just how these changes will affect the next few years of our gaming lives. It is difficult to tell from this vantage point whether they will consume the remainder of Valve's workforce or simply enslave them. One thing is for certain, there is no stopping them. They will soon be here. And I, for one, welcome our new Taiwanese overlords. I'd like to remind them that, as a trusted YouTube spokesperson, I can be helpful in rounding up others to toil in their underground VR caves. That'll bring us to the end of this special and rather unusual episode of Valve Time Spotlight. Don't forget to follow our social media pages and to join in with the conversations over on the ValveTime.net community forums. Thanks for watching and bye for now.